No, Inigo, this does not make me look heroic, nor does it make me look helpful. Let's face it, it makes me look like an idiot that's turned up for a fancy dress party on the wrong night. Now, we need something else. Something that hints at the possibility of heroism, but also intelligence and good judgment. Oh, I do like this. This gives off an air of danger, of competence. It looks functional and yet stylish, and it's the right colours for the Brotherhood. However, I can't exactly say it's the right outfit for what we've got in mind next. Let's face it, it doesn't exactly send a message that says, hello, I'm a helpful hero. In fact, the only message it really sends is, you are about to get murdered by someone with impeccable taste. Now this is interesting. This is stylish and yet functional. It suggests a warrior scholar. Somebody who's an adventurer, but also somebody who likes to use their brain. It does look like it would be potentially stealthy in a pinch, although I can't imagine climbing in and out of windows wearing this outfit. It definitely looks like the sort of outfit an archaeologist might wear, a serious archaeologist. You know, the sort of archaeologist who goes into dungeons and acquires artifacts everyone else is too terrified to acquire. This has a lot of potential. Although I have to admit, I'm getting a strange urge to dye my hair white and to start speaking in a gruff, hoarse voice. I can't imagine why. Now, this is an outfit I can imagine climbing out of a window wearing, although probably pulling up my pants. I mean, it's not exactly the most functional outfit, is it? It really does look like the sort of armour a noble who has no intention of ever getting into battle would wear to impress the ladies. And it is impressive. I do like it. I just cannot see myself running around dungeons in it. I really can't. And I'm also getting a very strange urge again. I don't know, for some odd reason I just thought that would work. It's a jail cell, Inigo. It is not an armory. Don't pretend. Yes, I know you've stored some weapons in here, but I'm not buying it. You did not have a door like that installed because you wanted to keep the weapons safe from, you know, prying hands. Let's face it, anyone who gets that far into your room has already passed numerous implements of vicious death. This is not a safety precaution, it's a prison cell. Now, I'm not judging. If that makes you feel comfortable, if that makes you feel nostalgic for the time in Riften, I get it. But let's be honest with each other. You've got a bit of a prison fetish, okay? Yes, you do. I think we just need to be completely open about this sort of thing. Although I'm also a little worried that you've got 3 beds. You know, in a bar. We're not entertaining people here. This is our safe house. It's our secret lair with the emphasis on secret. Actually, I don't mind some emphasis on lair as well. We're going to get a house so that we can entertain, okay? And if you wish to build a prison in the house, I suppose you could. Although, let's not mention that to the neighbours. I want to give off the impression of being helpful and wholesome neighbours, rather than, you know, the weird neighbours who keep people in dungeons, sort of thing. You know, that's not going to get us on everybody's good side. No, it's not. But, speaking of that, let's start with Operation Get to Know the Neighbours. And I have got the perfect neighbours to start with. You We're gonna like this. You mentioned once that you actually wanted to sing at the Bard's College, but I'm not exactly sure, did I ever mention that I nearly came here? I was one coin flip away from coming here to be a bard rather than choosing another career. Yes, indeed. And if there was ever a group that could help us spread the word of how, helpful we are, this is that group. Yes, indeed.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I was not expecting a welcoming committee. Yeah, we are your new neighbours. My name is Leonard and this is Inigo. We work over at the museum. I say work, we sort of run it really. We're in the acquisition side of things, if you get my meaning. And we were thinking, you know, we have not met the neighbours yet. And as I was saying to my friend here, had I not gone into archaeology... Where is Inigo? Had I not gone into archaeology, I would probably have ended up as a bard. So I thought, you know what? Let's go and chat with them, say hi, and see if there's, you know, any way we can collaborate on things. We are both keepers of the past, in a way. So, you know, maybe I could join up or something.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard.
What is your...
You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
You have a task for an aspiring bard? Do I need to dance with the young lady here or something? I noticed her footwork was very impressive and everything, but I don't really know the swooky. Okay, she wanted to go out. I'm in the doorway. Yes, sorry about that. I got accosted here. Sorry, yes, you were saying you had a task a prospective new bard should do for you. Yes, okay, what do you need?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse. A part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
You want to burn King Olaf? I'm assuming this is metaphorical, you don't actually have a king somewhere you're going to burn him. I mean, not that I would judge, but then I could probably see why Elisif was not particularly keen on that. Anyway. Okay. You've lost a verse and you need it reacquiring. And who better than the person who acquires things for the museum? Yes.
Yes. According to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite.
Dead Man's Respite.
The poem.
Well, of course you do, and Dead Man's Respite is a place filled with horror, no doubt. Yes. Okay, what do you know about dragons? Why would I care about your opinions on dragons? Has the war affected the college much? Why did Elisif forbid the... What is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Giraud, okay.
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
Okay. Right. So what you're saying here is you want to do something that she finds distasteful. And you want my help convincing her to allow you to do this. I'm worried that might put me in Elisif's bad books, which would be a little counterproductive here. However, out of curiosity, has the war affected your college much?
Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
Yeah, but the thing about the story of dragons is usually a person's part in that story is one of two things. Either you're the hero who slays the dragon, or you're one of the many people the dragon eats. And statistically speaking, we're all much more likely to be part of the latter portion of humanity. And I realise my use of the word portion there is somewhat, well, yeah, unfortunate. So what, out of curiosity, what do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
Okay, that could be interesting. Okay, right.
I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Oh, we don't need luck. We're very good at this sort of thing. We've had a lot of practice, haven't we, Inigo? Okay, this could work out in our favour. Now, we're kind of hoping they will spread the good word about our, brilliance and make everyone want to be our neighbour. But it looks like they need the exact sort of help we can provide. We need to speak to somebody. That's
Ildi,
Girard.
when did the Aldmeri Dominion invade the Empire?
I wonder if they have a copy of Kolben the
Good
Dragon
Ildi.
here.
So
Kolben
did
the Dragon.
Lord.
We've got a copy.
Yorn, what happened during the Red Year?
There's a test going on.
Morrowind suffered a massive explosion.
Vardenfell's Red Mountain erupts. Try to be precise, Yorn. Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
Dum dum da dum da.
Oh, yeah. You really want to sing here, don't you? You want to sing here.
I have been working on a few songs of my own. If you want to hear them, take a seat and let me know. I do not mind standing or sitting while I perform, but I would prefer that you were relaxed and focused.
Okay, well, we should... Any thought? Yeah, we should probably do that at a more opportune moment,
If you sit down
Specifically
and
when
I
they're
sing,
paying attention?
be ready to laugh, but not too hard, okay?
Yeah, why not? Why can't I laugh hard?
If you need anything
Usually
else,
when
just
you sing,
ask.
I can't stop laughing.
A good story is 9 parts truth and 1 part fiction.
Seems like most of these are 9 parts fiction.
Can we really just make things up?
Pretty
It
sure
doesn't
that's
seem
more
like-
accurate, actually.
Read carefully. You will see there are ways to stay true to the essence, Ildi.
Okay, this is
Even
all...
while making parts up.
This is all very interesting. Girao.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
Yes, I'd like training in the art of speech. No, I wouldn't. I'm very good at speaking, thank you very much. It's a kind of a speciality of mine. Viamo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda. Yes.
He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then.
Yes.
Good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so this is just one part of the Edda, right? This is hence the missing verse. But each bard adds a new verse? Wouldn't that make it rather large?
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Wait. King Olaf buried the verse with the bard who wrote it after he had the bard killed, and he's buried there as well. And you can't see where this is going. You're in Skyrim. We're going to the burial site of a dead king who was miffed at a dead bard who wrote something important that for some odd reason he couldn't destroy, or had some, I don't know, destiny written compulsion to not destroy so that somebody can go and collect it later. You do know what this means I'm going to find when I get there, right? Yes? We're in bloody Skyrim.
Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Do you think?
How are your students coming along?
Bunch of distractions, if you ask me. They just interrupt the rest of my work.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Giraud, but students are an unfortunate necessity of the college. Do try to persevere.
Yes, Headmaster.
I could, thin their ranks for you a little if it would help. Helping the bards out is probably a good first step to improving our reputation in this city. Although I think I'm probably going to do it in the morning. I'm thinking this is definitely a job for the archaeologist outfit. Yes, indeed. It definitely seems appropriate. It also makes me think perhaps I should speak to Orion. I wonder if he has useful info. Who the hell are you? Jaren. Oh, you're one of the
be the
guests.
benefactor of this collection. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Avram Shazir. Arian hired me as a guard for the museum.
Oh.
He felt the exhibits were in need of more security. And now that I see the collection, I understand why. You have enough here to take over an empire. Just don't tell the Imperials I said that.
I had
if you need anything,
no intention
let me know.
of. Okay, so we now have security. That's probably good, although I've often noted there was a magical compulsion to not take things whilst I was here, and trust me, if there's a compulsion to not take things that can affect me, I suspect it affects most people. Out of curiosity, what is the situation then?
Nothing much to report. People are behaving themselves. Arian runs a tight ship around here, and all the patrons seem rather pleased.
That's good then, I guess. Have
I'll
you
see you
seen
around.
Orion? I was wondering if he had any insight into Dead Man's. I mean, okay, Malachi. I know it's a museum. I know we're going to have guests, and that's kind of the whole idea. It's what brings in the money.
Suppose that is.
Okay, it definitely seems to be what brings in the money.
It says.
But they do make the place look a little scruffy, don't they? Yes, they do. No, the Nordic Runestone. It was one of the 3 places we needed to visit to unlock that vault. There was the Snow Elf Shrine and something near Azura's statue. The shrine... The Dwemer Monument. There we are. We needed to visit them for what was it? This one, the Book of Wonders. I've discovered a journal written by an explorer named Malrus, which speaks of an amazing codex sealed within the chamber below where he met his ill-fated end. Apparently 3 locations will unlock the door. I should seek to find them. I'm not sure what we're going to find there, but it's supposed to be an old codex. You know it's the sort of thing that Orion will want. And let's just be completely honest, it's the sort of thing I want. And even if it's not there, I'm going to need to know that it's not there, because the only thing I want, more than things that will bring status and power to me, is to know whether or not there are things that will bring status and power to me there or not. You know, it's curiosity. It's a terrible thing. However, so what I'm thinking then is we just travel past Dragon Bridge, nip up there if the weather's permitting, and then work our way past Fort Snowhawk onto Dead Men's Respite. I don't think there's anything else critically important on the way. I do, however, want to speak to Orion before we leave. Yes, I do. Ooh, good grief, heavy breakfast. We want to find out if he knows anything about the place, but I also haven't spoken to him in a while, and apparently he's hired some security. Perhaps I should discuss that with him? You know, does he think we're going to get attacked? He's usually in the Hall of Heroes, which is beginning to look a little more, Oh, there he is. Yeah, as I was saying, it is beginning to look a little more, well, heroic. You know, there are now a few items making the place look more inviting. Yes, there are. Some of the places that have got the most items are the places where I don't think people are allowed to go, like the Hall of Secrets. I imagine they're not supposed to go there, but that's where all the thief stuff is. Okay.
Greetings.
Greetings, Orion.
Good day.
I have way too much stuff. No, I don't. Why would I say that? Out of curiosity, what do I mean by I have... Well, I have collected a lot of things. Are you taking care of them?
Yes, I'd imagine with all these relics you're finding, you must be bringing back lesser items tenfold. I think I may be able to help you with that, though. I have many contracts in the trading world. In case a rare or unique artifact surfaces, I can make arrangements to liquidate your surplus spoils. I would most likely only be able to get about 30% of the value of the item to start, with the merchants willing to pay a bit more after we've proven the worth of your goods. Also, the merchants would like to see in person any enchanted items you are made if they are able to pay premium for them. So, continue to sell those yourself, but they will purchase any found relics with enchantments sight unseen.
Okay. Oh, right. So you mean like all the gems? Because I've got a lot of gems and other items that we can't really use here, and I've got so many things, and I'm usually draining all of the merchants of all of the money. So you can sell some of the more trashy items I have. That could be good.
Very well then. Just put anything you want sold into the sell cart in the safe house, and every day I'll see to it that some of the items get sold off.
Okay, so you will...
And I'll put the proceeds of the sales in a lockbox on the desk by the safe house door. I'll start selling things off in a few days, so you have plenty of time to sort through your wares.
Oh, because I can just dump the unwanted stuff, and I'll get a very low price for it, but I'll get something for it. That's kind of useful. Yes, it is. Anything new? Tell me about the Hall of Heroes. That's where we are.
This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I've designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics, should you happen upon them in your travels.
Could you
Like
speak up?
It seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them.
Okay, why do you think magical relics are coming here?
Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is, of course, the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Solstheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more. Aside from that reason, my theory is that the events of the coming dragons are somehow drawing the magical energies to this place, either in an effort to join in the events at hand, or merely as a means of being closer to the return of Aetherius, if the world does end as Nord legend foretells.
Are you saying dragons are literally magic item magnets? Like, the swords are sort of like inching and crawling forwards, and all these relics are like finding subtle ways to get brought to Skyrim just because they want to be owned by a dragon? I mean, I'm not saying that sounds completely silly, but yeah, no, that is pretty much what I'm saying. Okay, what? You know what? You do need to speak up though. Anything new happening?
Ah, yes, indeed. I wanted to discuss a proposal I have for you regarding the museum and your profession as a relic hunter. There have been many people inquiring about potential work here as of late, spurred on by your success, as it were. But I feel that many of them may have potential to assist us in uncovering more relics and lore. My idea was that we could form a guild as such here at the museum, call it the Explorer Society, and members could combine their efforts and collaborate to investigate more ruins, uncover more legends and lost lore. The fruits of any labor sponsored by the guild would be displayed here. This could take some workload off of you and provide a new source of people and information that you could utilize on larger ventures.
I like the sound of that. Yes, I do. Other people getting the relics so I don't have to crawl around in dungeons to get them. Yes, I like that idea a lot.
Fantastic. I'm very excited about getting underway. I would say that perhaps the best arrangement would be to have you as Guildmaster.
Okay.
And I would take the role as Chief Librarian to gather the collective knowledge, which would also help benefit the museum and allow me to continue my work here while still aiding the growing guild. I would start with writing the guild charter for your approval, while you could start with the construction of the guild house. I've already gotten permission from the Blue Palace to build a small building behind the palace, connected to the museum by way of the hot springs. And I have already drawn up plans for it. Once the building is completed, you could undertake recruiting new members, and I could direct possible applicants to you as well. I'll start work right away, and have a workbench set up out back for you to start on the guild house. Let me know when you have finished so we can take the next steps.
I've also made arrangements for Huron at the mill outside of Solitude to sell you some lumber at a discount.
A room with a view. An explorer's guild. Start work on building the. Okay, we will. An explorer's guild. Here's the thing. I like the title of Relic Hunter, by the way. But here's the thing. A guild of relic hunters will not only bring more prestige and status to our museum, and thus us. Explorers will be a very good source of information. Yes, indeed. And possibly some muscle, if we ever need. This is turning out to be a really good idea. I completely forgot to ask him about Dead Man's respite. Oh, can we just... Yes, I know, we've agreed to help the Bards Guild, and we're absolutely going to. Sorry, the Bards College, but I just want to go to the hot springs and see what on earth he is talking about. Was it me, or does it seem like Orion speaks very low? How?
Uh-huh. It reminds me a little of
See,
Cyrodiil
you're speaking
here.
normally.
A thin veneer of civility, barely masking the dirty doings beneath. It is nice looking, though.
Okay, yeah, okay, brilliant. Just checking.
If you need anything else, just ask.
It was more of a hearing check than anything. Miserable day to be travelling. Okay. Oh, so it's a workbench like the one we could use for the house outside Falkreath. Ah. Right. Guild House Foundation's going to need logs and nails. Now, we do have some logs, I believe, in the house. I don't think I've got them on me. However, what we're also going to need are some nails. Now, he did say we could buy lumber at the mill outside of Solitude. I'm wondering if we can get nails there, or whether or not we should check all of the traders. But we could do that later on. I think whilst we have some light, we should get ourselves to Dead Man's respite. We want to be seen being keen. Yes, we do. We want to be seen being helpful in our nice archaeologist outfit. Are you coming? Come on, come on. See, we're running around helping Solitude become a better place by helping the Bards Guild, as well as also building an explorers society. You'd think that alone would have people wanting us to be here, wouldn't you? I mean, you really would. You really would. You'd think, this person's running a museum and setting up an explorer society. This is a go-getting sort of person. But oh no, I need to do more to prove myself. You know what I secretly suspect? Have you ever noticed how everybody wants us to do something for them? It's almost as if every other person in Skyrim is utterly useless. And they're desperately trying to find someone who isn't. So it's kind of like a little qualification test. You want to live here? We've only got a few houses left, and we want to make sure you're not just like everybody else and completely and utterly useless. I may miss the dashing but dangerous feel of leather armour, but I have to say, I am killing this outfit while sat on Shadowmere. I mean, it's got a, I don't know, noble yet menacing vibe. I'm hungry. Kind of ruins the moment a little. Yes, it does. Yeah, liking this. You know what, though, Inigo? I've got another set of this that has some chainmail. You might actually look pretty good on it. I'm not sure you would suit this armour as much on Roach as I do on Shadowmere, but you never know. Could be possible. Ooh. Could this be the official uniform of the Explorers Guild? Yes, indeed it could, couldn't it? That would be kind of cool. Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Talking of kind of cool, it's snowing. I think I might want a hood. Yes, I've got the Sicarus. Is that a little too menacing? Nope, you know what? I don't think it's possible to be too menacing. As long as you're stylish at the same time, I believe it's impossible to be too menacing. So we cross over here, and then we find another bridge, either left or right. It doesn't really matter too much, to take us over the next river. And then we need to find a high point. I suspect it's over there. Somewhere. Yes, indeed. If my memory is correct, it should be there. Can we climb up there, do you think? Iron Tree Mill discovered. Do you think we can get lumber and nails here? Might be able to. He did say we would get lumber cheaper, though, at the mill by Solitude. However, I am curious. I'm hearing something, but I'm not... Oh! Hello! You are...
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
No, I am not here for
Hey,
work.
welcome to the mill.
Fine, I was wondering whether or not you had any nails. And perhaps lumber. I didn't think I was going to buy lumber from you, but I was curious. Oh. A path. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming it's somewhere up there. Incorrect. Yes, dead ahead. Oh. I assumed it was going to be high up, actually, for some odd reason. Okay. Inigo. Does this bode to you? Because it bodes to me. Yes, it does. Just be ready. That's a dragon. And that's the back of a rock. Okay, I'm going to activate the runestone. I do hope you're ready. Okay. Whoa. Whoa! Ah, it's sending off. We probably don't want to cut the beam. Probably not. It's heading in that direction. I keep failing to open the map. Yes. So, I'm probably going to find... Where was it? The Snow Elf Shrine is probably going to have a beam pointing in this direction somewhere, and the Dwemer Monument somewhere in this direction. And where the beams cross, the door will open. I mean, we've already found the door, I think. Pretty sure we found the door. That was the door, and he just couldn't open it. Maybe he'd forgotten to activate them before he came. We will not make the same mistake. Okay. Nothing horrible appeared, which by itself is a little surprising. Good morning, gentlemen. People don't really comment on Shadowmere, do they? Do you think it's just one of those things that people are used to in Skyrim? I mean, not specifically horses with red eyes, but they see weird things. All of their burial grounds have dead things walking around going, "Rrr," and there are dragons occasionally. Perhaps horses with red eyes are just part of the scenery. And I'm being very, very uncool by being impressed by them. Everyone's thinking, oh my god, what a yokel. So easily impressed. What was that? Oh, a dog. I meant the building ahead. Ah, yes. There was a fort. We're going to pass it. Purple mounting flag. Brilliant. Fort Snowhawk. We carry on. When we see a bridge, we need to turn to the right and go round, because Dead Man's Respite is over there. Yes, it is. See? There's skeletons. Skeletons. Just walking around on the balcony as though that was normal. And it's only a few minutes down the road from where those guards are wandering around. I suppose Shadowmere is just really quite boring in comparison. Alright. Please stop pushing me. I think the road's going to be here. Does that look like a road? I must admit, I was expecting it to be a little further up, but no. This is a road. I am not impressed by the road maintenance in this area. No, I am not. Okay. I see a bear. Yes, I'm not going to steal your mammoth. It's all yours, seriously. Trust me, I'm not that hungry. Okay, can you handle this, Shadowmere? Probably better than I can. Alright. So, what are we looking for, apart from an incredible view? Okay, what the hell? Okay.
I'll show you a real fight.
We've got... Are those people going to bother us, do you think? Oh, I'll tell you what, it's been a few weeks, really, hasn't it? We should probably make sure we are prepared. I know you're always prepared. I'm just... What the...
Prepared to die.
Me? Oh! Whoa! Okay. He kind of appeared out of nowhere, didn't he?
There was only one possible outcome.
Well, I'm glad you're competent. I really am. Although the way you appear... hello! Oh, ooh, ooh. These? Saber tooth, saber pelt. No, I could do with the eyes, actually. I really want the... I mean, I'm going to take those anyway, but I did rather want the eyes. I don't suppose you took them, did you? Water skin. I actually am a little low on water. Yes, I am. Okay, it's a very beautiful place. Yes, it is. Bandit Maraud. Quicksilver Spider Pendant of Recuperation. That's not too bad, actually. Orcish Dagger. I have one. But you know what? Let's take another, just in case. Now, according to the map, which I'm still failing to find, I need to keep going along the path. What bloody path? Is this the path? This is the path. Really? Okay. We found a path. Yes, I'll tell you what, let's bring the horses anyway. Why is Roach all the way over there? Did she run away? And... oh, is that another saber cat? I believe it is. And I'm just going to... Okay, please stop pushing me. What is that? Just a hook. I think we're heading off up there, following the candles. Right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, just pelts and teeth. Right, maybe we should just leave. Let's just approach this with some caution. Dead Men's Respite discovered. This is going to be filled with dead people. Dead people who are... I'm sorry, where are you going? Could you just...
Attacking when I feel the need.
No, that's not what I wanted to... No. Do not attack when you feel the need.
Controlling my temper.
Good. What I wanted was you to control...
Yes.
Your position. Wait, there.
I will do as you ask.
That would be really, really nice of you.
I will be here.
That's good. I will call you when I need, which will be pretty soon. I'm just checking the place out. Seeing if we've got... Ooh, hello. This is one of those archaeological places. Nordic excavation sites. Yes, indeed. Now we've got an adventurer, an explorers guild starting up. But what about an actual archaeologists guild? Because I have got some archaeology skill. And it would seem that might be a good idea too. Not just people who wander off finding relics, but people who dig up things. It's probably a very different skill set. Okay.
Hold on, I am on my way.
Yeah. Right. We're heading in. Okay, that's a little close. Okay. Is it me or am I seeing... I'm seeing ghosts. I was actually thinking Draugr for some reason. Okay.
Come back safe.
Is that the bard? And is he playing... well, essentially an air lute? I mean, do bards do that in Skyrim? Just pretend they've got a lute and headbang a little? Okay. I'm not really expecting to be able to sneak up on this ghost, but... Okay. Did... Ruby Dragon Claw. Yeah, well, I'll be... Ooh. Ah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Immune to poison. Well, you know, yeah. What? Okay. Fair enough. Well, pickpocket? But I didn't pickpocket. Why would my... What? Never mind. Ooh, I may really want to, Please. Oh, I've got loads of them. Loads of them. It would be nice if I could find an alchemy bench beforehand. But you know what? Oh. That's... Are you... When in doubt. How about you? No. Okay. Ooh. Money. Just what I need. Okay. Actually, you know what? You always need money. You want to buy a house. Or two. Be nice to have a couple of them. And they probably cost quite a lot. Alright. Now. What have we got here? We've got a ruby dragon claw on a pedestal. Oh yeah, I see you all. Yes, I do. And... Oh, what? Okay, no. Thank you. You. It's the pants. Or, actually it's a kilt, isn't it? Bit of a giveaway. Right. So... That's going to take me... further behind. Now, that means the only real option I've got is to take that claw. But I have to be honest, I'm expecting unpleasantness to occur. Okay. Yes, I am still paranoid. Nothing has changed. Alright. Whoa! Oh! I have a feeling, Inigo. We're following the ghosts. Holy sh... What? Oh! My God! You remember that outfit I promised you? I may need to hold on to it for a while until I get this one cleaned.